Good morning, students. We are going to read the last story of our syllabus. The name of the story is Three Questions. The story has been written by Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy is a very renowned Russian writer. If we know Soviet Russia as a land of literature, this is due to a few great genius, and one of them is certainly Leo Tolstoy. His literary thoughts not only concentrated on a particular country, he covers the theme of the entire humanity. His themes are all encompassing, touching every avenues of human mind. This great man was born in Soviet Russia in the year 1828, and his full name was Lev Nikolaevich Tolstoy, popularly known as Leo Tolstoy. He was a great novelist. The reputed books that he wrote were War and Peace, Anna Karenina, and the two books made Tolstoy a great writer not only for Russia but also for the entire world. Why? This is because of the Tolstoy's philosophy. He had a very special philosophy which is certainly imbibed with the Christian philosophy. This great writer, having had all the glamours of life till the maturity, and finally he decided to discard all these things because these are nothing but meaningless trusts. They contribute nothing to make a man a human. They simply eat out the values, the ethics of the human life. So he simply discarded, he renounced all this consumeristic approach of life and decided to settle as an assist. As a man who renounced everything, as a great ascetic, he decided to live the life like a hermit, and he restored his faith in the Gospels of Christ, in the books of Holy Bible, and he found out, he discovered the eternal truth of human life. And these truths he presented in almost all his writings. He was a great novelist and short story writer. We are going to read one of the very famous short stories written by Tolstoy. The name of the short story is Three Questions. The three questions are three fundamental questions of life. So they are not the questions concerning the person only, but they're the questions that can touch everyone wherever we are and in whatever profession we are, in whatever life we are. It touches everyone. It touches every mind. It touches every thought. So now come to the point. What the story is all about. The story is all about three fundamental questions of life. And these three questions took place in the mind of a jar. Tsar. The pronunciation would be Tsar. Tsar is a Russian ruler of the old age, a Russian king of the old age. And 3 questions took place in the mind of a jar. Certainly, the judge decided to find an answer of the 3 questions. And those 3 questions were: question number 1, what is the right time to begin everything? What is the correct time or right time to begin everything or to begin any work? সঠিক কাজ করার সময় কোনটা? কোন সময়টা একটা কাজ করার সঠিক? And the second question is, who are the persons that we should listen to and who are the persons that we should avoid? আমরা কাদের কথা শুনব, কোন বন্ধুর কথা শুনব আর কোন বন্ধুর কথা শুনব না? Certainly in our daily life we have lots of friends who can suggest us to do this, to do that, to avoid this, to do not do this, all these things. But which questions, which suggestions should we take and which suggestions we should not take? Or who should be regarded as guide and who should not be regarded as guide? And the most importantly, the third question is, what is the purpose of a life? What is the most important work of life? আমাদের জীবনের সবথেকে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ কাজ কি? আমাদের জীবনের সবথেকে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ উদ্দেশ্য কোনটা? এই 3টে প্রশ্ন, these 3 questions took place in the mind of the jar. So you can take that you yourself as the jar, or anybody can take it that I am the jar, because these 3 questions certainly confuse us. Whenever we get a job, we find, no, this is not the time to do the job. We put it aside and decide to do it later on. We always take time, we always buy time. And again, lots of people are there with the suggestions. They come with the bucket of the suggestions. And we took his suggestions, her suggestions. So whose suggestions should we take? And thirdly, most importantly, what is our purpose of birth? Why have we come here? What is the reason? What is the most prime objective of a life? So these 3 questions concern the mind of the jar. And in order to find the answer of these 3 questions, the story begins. So the story is a quest. A quest. Quest মানে কি? খোঁজ, তল্লাশি, অনুসন্ধান. A quest to find out the meaning of life. জীবনের অর্থ খোঁজার একটা অনুসন্ধান. And this is the journey of life. This is not the journey of life of the jar alone. This is the journey of everyone's life. We all journey through the avenues of life, the avenues of pains, avenues of unhappiness, avenues of happiness, avenues of joy. We got struck. Here and there we stumble and confuse. We fail to understand the meaning of life, but the story will certainly help you to get to the bottom of the meaning of life. So this is a very lovely story, my dear. I would request you to try to understand, to try to comprehend the story with all your heart. Then certainly your life will change. A new morning will dawn upon you. A new perspective of life will dawn upon you. জীবনের একটা নতুন দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি তোমার সামনে উন্মোচন হবে। তুমি একটা নতুন অর্থ দিয়ে জীবনকে বুঝতে শিখবে। So I request you, rather, I request all of you to accompany me in this journey of searching the meaning, searching the answer of the three questions. Thank you. We are going to read the story in the next video. Thank you all. Stay safe, stay well.